Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Sri Madatatam Bhuvikrinanti Ye Bhurita Jana. Your stories, which is like nectar, is the very life force for the living beings burning in the fire of the world. It destroys sins. Mere listening to your exploits brings about the well-being of the living beings. That's why those like Brahma, who know the truth, have described your exploits to be the greatest. Those on earth who, seeing the glories of your exploits, have certainly done a lot of charity in their previous births. It is owing to the result of that meritorious action that they have developed taste for singing the glories of your sports. Om, peace, peace, peace. So, good evening, and it's really a great opportunity, blessed opportunity for all of us to spend some time in listening the Master words and meditating on those, and spend some time this Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, the nectar-like words of our Master. We have been reading from the Gospel, page number 80. Master was, as last time I said, that was setting the stage ready for aim to understand and in future write down. He was recording at that time, maintaining his diary, whatever he comes to know, meeting Sri Ramakrishna in the Dakshineshwar temple and in other places in Calcutta and wherever Master used to go on Sundays and holidays. This M, the recorder of the Gospel, was a principal simultaneously in 2 schools in Calcutta. So on holidays, particularly those days, he used to come and attend and maintained his diary. Sri Ramakrishna did not say anything, but it was his own good decision. Oh God, this nectar-like words which stopped me from committing suicide. He himself wanted to commit suicide because of his suffering, miserable condition in the family life. So he thought that let me record all these things, I will forget. But in future, he published it in book forms, and we find now. And Sri Ramakrishna, the world teacher, Acharyana Mahacharya Ramakrishna Te Namaha. There is a sloka that you are the teacher of teachers. We offer our pranams to you. So these words of Sri Ramakrishna, which will be saving the millions and millions in future, now this man, recorder of the Gospel, was to understand it properly. If he does not have that sufficient devotion and fixing his mind very in a concentrated condition of mind, then he will not understand all the messages Sri Ramakrishna was giving. He is present there, but Sri Ramakrishna is talking to many people. And aim was listening to that, and every day he was maintaining a diary. So here also he came first and sees Sri Ramakrishna, the teacher of all teachers, who is an Acharya, a teacher, who himself or herself follows those things. What he preaches, he or she practices. That makes a person a teacher. Otherwise, I say, I myself smoke and I tell you, don't smoke. Smoking is very bad, injurious to health. You may, out of your respect, may not say anything to me, but you will not accept me as a teacher who is a true one, that yes, what he speaks, what he professes, he preaches, he practices also. So Sri Ramakrishna, whatever he will be talking, this aim will be recording, he finds the master, Sri Ramakrishna, is practicing that also. Here is a place where he is asking one after another about a Brahmo man, about a Hindu man, then he is inquiring about the health of somebody else, about a Christian man, a preacher, and then householder, then sadhus, everything. And there are Shiva temples, there are Radha Govinda Vishnu temple, there is Mahakali's temple. So the place was such that people of all denomination can go there and find that, yes, Sri Ramakrishna, which sect Sri Ramakrishna belonged to. When Swami Vivekananda was delivering lectures in America, and today he is speaking on Jesus and people are shedding tears. Tomorrow he is speaking on Buddhadev, people are shedding tears. Now he is speaking of Atman, another day, another prophet. So somebody asked Swami, what is your own religion? You speak of all religions in such language that all the good things in that religion and of that prophet we come to know, and we feel that really we must respect, must revere, must feel what he must learn and follow what he taught. All the acharyas, all the prophets and all the religions. What is your religion? And Vivekananda immediately answered, yes, truth is my religion and universe my country. Because next question will be, which one is your country? So God does not belong to one particular race or particular religion or particular place or continent or nation. God is God. God is for everyone. So Swami Vivekananda said, truth is my religion. Truth is something that no religious denomination can say, no, we don't believe in truth. Truth is the substratum of all the religions, of all ethics, morality, anything sublime, pure in this. And there is a saying, Rishi Munis, they did not glorify the Hinduism only, Vedanta only, no. Swami Vivekananda also said, Vedanta, these ideas also, these are all pages in the eternal book of religion. These are all pages, Hinduism, Christianity, Muslim, this, that, Islam, so many other things. In future also so many things will come. We have to keep our book open. Wonderful quotation from Swami Vivekananda is there. That we should not think, we should not limit God, that God is this mass only. God belongs to only that religion, that creed, that faith, that sect. So Swami Vivekananda said, truth is my religion, truth. This same Rishi Muni said, dharma about religion, they said, nahi saktat paratara dharma. And what Sri Ramakrishna preached? Sri Ramakrishna preached the truth. Sri Ramakrishna did not preach any particular sect, any sectarian ideology, anything. In Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, everything is there. Jnana is there, bhakti is there, karma is there, dhyana is there, nirguna is there, saguna is there, with form is there, without form is there. They are because they have always universal approach. Sri Ramakrishna's approach also universal. Everyone has their places in Sri Ramakrishna's words. Sri Ramakrishna is the hope for one and all. So, this aim is seen as an erudite scholar, educated man, and having Western ideas, and also going to Brahma Samaj. This mind is rational, logical. Anything and everything he will say, and he will believe that and he will follow. It is not that. He has his own understanding. Whether it is right or wrong, that's a different thing. Spiritual field, he's a baby. That's a different thing. But he has also his understanding, power of evaluation. So he was seeing that this man is really, he represents one and all. Swami Vivekananda said, truth is my religion, universe my country. Sri Ramakrishna also did not preach any particular creed of faith. Yato mat tato pat. Rather, he has given, if Sri Ramakrishna had not been there, we would not have believed many religious denominations, religious sects, in the name of religion, whatever they are doing. Can it be considered as religion? But Sri Ramakrishna said, no, that is also a path, but that is a perverted one. The followers are making it that. About Christianity in American soil, Swami Vivekananda said, if Jesus Christ comes today and visits here, he will be feeling that, am I with my own people? This is what I preached. What you are preaching, it is not Christianity, not the teachings of Jesus. You are preaching churchianity. You have made some dogmas, something, and you want to confine Jesus' teachings in that. Your according to your small, narrow ideology, ideas, understanding. So this man, such a wonderful Western educated man, having good understanding of the knowledge of this physical world, now he is also seeing that this is a place and Sri Ramakrishna can be approached by one and all. All can come here. Muslim fakir, afterwards, we know Sri Ramakrishna when he did the sadhana, he, Islamic also, after doing Vedanta sadhana, he found, yes, all religions, all paths. He did not say like us, Yatamat Tatvat, we just quote Sri Ramakrishna said. But Sri Ramakrishna experienced this. Christianity, Islam, these different denominations within Hinduism. So, he was a person who had the authority to speak about all religions, because yes, I know, that is true. If you are sincere, if you are truthful, if you are really ardent and real yearning is there, Byakulata, and you are following the path of truthfulness, real devotion, then if you follow, you will be able to reach the goal. Means that experience of the ultimate reality. Ultimate reality, some people are telling it is without form, some people are telling it is with form. That's a different thing. Whatever is your idea, if you are true and honest in your spiritual pursuits, you will be able to reach that goal according to your. So Sri Ramakrishna said that as many faiths, so many paths. But do something. Don't only criticize others and don't remain lazy. This human life is not to be wasted. For anything and everything, you have time only not to know the goal of life. The goal of human life is not enjoyment and merriment. These things will come and go. But the goal of life is to realize the truth in your own life. So this aim, recorder of the gospel, was seeing that here is a man who was concerned about one and all. And in future also he will find that what Sri Ramakrishna preaches, talks, he really practices that. Holy Mother Sharada Devi, when says, I am mother of all, we also say, we are friend of all. But actually we are not. We say this. No, we are impartial. We are equal to all. We don't have any discrimination between devotees, this, that. But this is in a superficial level. If you go deep, we will find that, yes, we have some special concern for some devotees, and some devotees are coming like that. In this world, it is for common people like that. But what Sri Ramakrishna says, his every word is true, true, and true. It is expressing truth and truth alone, nothing else. So, aim was seeing that, yes, with all this, through all his talks, what a grihastha should do. He was trying to commit suicide, he has children and wife, father, mother. So Sri Ramakrishna, no connection of talking all these things, but was telling, Pratap's brother came, he stayed few days, he had so many children. He says, I will stay here. I said, no, you are a grihastha householder, you have your wife, you have your children. How can you stay here and leave your home and hearth? It is not good. That is not dharma. Sadharme nidhanam shreyo paradharma. Swa dharma. Swa, your own dharma, means your duty. What is your duty as a householder, as a husband, as a wife, as a son, as a father? You must do that. So don't try to slip away and escape from your duty assigned, accepted by yourself and assigned by the society, and according to your guna and karma, your capacity and your skill. So he was seeing, and Sri Ramakrishna also, one after another, asking, are you married? Oh God, he's married. Then how is your wife? And he was thinking that, yes, my wife actually was not that educated as he was. So he was thinking and just said, yes, she is all right, but I am afraid she is ignorant. We read up to this, and immediately with evident displeasure, Sri Ramakrishna said, and you are a man of knowledge. You are denigrating, belittling your wife, that no, she is well, she is all right, but I am afraid she is ignorant. And you are a man of knowledge. Do you know what is knowledge? Knowing God is knowledge. Do you know God? If you say no, then your condition and your wife's condition, if she also doesn't know what is God, then both you can say. Then how can you say that I am a man of knowledge and she is ignorant? You both are ignorant. And how could you know that she does not know what is the goal of life, what is knowledge? This Western or this knowledge of physical science and activities, physical world, she may not know. But if she has given her or mind and heart to God, and God reveals himself to that unlettered lady, can you say she is ignorant? So you should not come to that conclusion, rush to that conclusion immediately that only school, college, university and reading A, B, C, D and knowing some psalms and this worldly knowledge, that is only knowledge. That is a secondary knowledge. That is two types of knowledge is there, worldly knowledge and that perfect knowledge, knowledge of the absolute. That is called actually knowledge, and these are knowledge of the physical world for your maintenance of the body, livelihood. You need to learn something, some skill, something, so that you can earn something and maintain your body. Otherwise, if you say this is knowledge, that is another ignorance. You do not know what knowledge is. She is good, she is all right, but I am afraid she is ignorant, and you are a man of knowledge. Now M is telling that yes, he was, now what he was happening in his mind, he is describing that. This gospel is that what is in his mind, that also he is telling, and he is hiding himself. Sometimes he is telling M, sometimes he is that Mahendranath Gupta, that as teacher, he is present there, what he did. But in most cases, he anonymously, he was putting somebody, M said this, who is M? And a devotee, who is that devotee? Actually, M was that devotee, that recorder of the gospel was that devotee, but he was not disclosing his identity, and he was hiding himself to give an objective description of the situation there. So M had yet to learn the distinction between knowledge and ignorance. Up to this time, his conception had been that one got knowledge from books and schools. Later on, he gave up this false conception. He was taught that to know God is knowledge, and not to know him, God, is ignorance. When Sri Ramakrishna exclaimed, and you are a man of knowledge, M's ego was again badly shocked. So, gradually, Sri Ramakrishna is bringing this harmony of not only all religions, harmony of all yogas, harmony of Jnana and Bhakti, Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishta Advaita. So, and harmony of this Eastern and Western ideas, harmony of the modern and the ancient, secular and spiritual. Sri Ramakrishna was bringing the harmony, this meeting point of one and all the ideas, absolute and relative, static and dynamic, unmanifest and manifest, all these things through his teachings, through his own life and his own activities, his behavior, conduct, he would establish that, yes, by following any one of these ideas, ideology, you can reach the highest goal if you are sincere, if you really want to do so. So, M was getting his ego was there. I am a learned man, my wife is not that educated. So, I have the right to tell him he is ignorant, she is unlettered. So these things come. Automatically it comes. If I have money and if you don't, I think I am rich, you are poor. If I have some degrees, I think you don't. If I go 10 times to the temple and you do not go even one time, I think you are not a devotee, I am a devotee. World is like that. We think whatever we have achieved, that is the golden thing. That is the best thing in this world. That is the only appropriate things. Other things are not that important, and that is not to be counted in that way. So, Sri Ramakrishna gave a blow immediately to his ego when he was belittling his own wife, only because he had some degrees from the school college, which is vain. In spiritual life, it doesn't have any, which school college, university, Jesus studied and Buddha studied and Ramchandra studied, they studied something. There is no, in those days there was the system of guru was there. But this spiritual life is something. It is paravidya, knowledge of the Atman, knowledge of the Brahman, knowledge of your own self. Atmanam viddhi, know thyself. We know everything of the world, but only we do not know our own selves. So that is the problem. So Sri Ramakrishna immediately scolded and said, and you think that you are a man of knowledge. You know what is knowledge? Now aim, gradually, now he has given up his idea of committing suicide. That world is very bad, nobody is his own. Now he finds that there is a very good man, so sweet words, nectar-like words that brings joy and hope and life to the dying people. So all these things automatically coming to his mind, he is experiencing all these things. It is not that he is writing this book, his ideas being influenced by somebody externally. Intrinsic changes are, transformation is getting inside his own mind and psyche, his understanding. He is being broadened. He is now seeing good in others, and this world is not only a burning place. He understands. And master is also gradually, through scolding, actually these are not scolding, these are correcting him, his own disciple. So now master is asking, so his ego is badly shocked. And why these blows are necessary? If I am not respectful, if I am not devoted to anybody, whatever he or she says, very important, I will just hear through my one ear and I will let it go through another ear. It will not put any lasting imprint in my mind. So Sri Ramakrishna is making him the right instrument to record all Sri Ramakrishna's wonderful ideas, which this man in future will be attending and will remain present and will keep a diary what Sri Ramakrishna said. So now Sri Ramakrishna is telling, if you are teaching, if you are not respectful what I am telling, and if you have ego that you know everything, then you will not pay heed to my words. We pay heed only to somebody when I feel as he or she is speaking something very, very costly, very precious, important. If I think, 2 plus 2, I also know what is my... but if I see that something he is talking of something calculus, I do not know, or some quantum physics, I do not know. So something, some knowledge that really I am not aware of that, then I will put my mind a more concentrated, yes, fixing my mind, yes, what he or she is telling. So his ego is being crushed. He also will say, my ego is being crushed. Now humbly I am asking, sir, you tell me what is that, what is that. Now I am thinking you are my rival. You are also putting some argument. I am also putting, do you think I do not know anything? But now gradually he will find that no, Sri Ramakrishna is one, you cannot argue, you can ask the questions. 4 types of people ask questions: Gyani, Artharthi, Tattva Jiggashu. So those who want to know the truth, they ask. And some people want to know only ordinarily. So some people only ask for if I can get something. So he also is telling his own, describing his own mental transformation, that aim gradually is thinking that yes, to know God is knowledge and not to know Him is ignorance. I did not know all these things. Gradually my ego was being crushed and badly shocked. Master, well, do you believe in God with form or without form? You see how this man used to love God without form. Now he also will accept that God can take forms also, and not only Kali's form. He can take Krishna's form, he can take Shiva's form, she can take any form, Jesus' form, Rama's form, Krishna's form, Vishnu's form, or without form. So these things he did not know at that time. So M was asked by Master, well, do you believe in God with form or without form? M, the recorder of the Gospel, Mahendranath Gupta, headmaster in 2 schools in those days, very highly educated, a blue of the university. Now he is telling that M, rather surprised, said to himself, how can one believe in God without form when one believes in God with form? And if one believes in God without form, how can one believe that how can one believe that God has a form? Can these 2 contradictory ideas be true at the same time? Can a white liquid like milk be black? If God is without form, why Master is asking this tricky question? Well, do you believe in God with form or without form? If God is with form, how God can be without form? His brain was headmaster in 2 schools, University Blue, having university degrees, Calcutta University, very respected and highly esteemed institution in those days. But he is thinking, why this man is asking contradictory question? Are you alive or are you dead? If I am alive, I am alive. How can I be together? I am dead. If I am dead, I am dead. How can? So he was asking, God with form, God without form. If God is with form, how can God be without form? And if God is without form, how God can be with form? Why this man is asking these tricky, contradictory ideas that can milk be, what do you think of milk? Milk is white or black? Or milk is milk. How can it be? Is milk liquid or solid? If like that questions come. So he is a little bit puzzled, and he did not listen to this 30 years of teaching life, and in his age, nobody asking this kind of contradictory, irrational, illogical questions. But Sri Ramakrishna is asking, he could not immediately throw it out also, erase it out from his mind. He said, can white milk be? So sir, I like to think of God as formless. So he was a little cautious because already got scolding. Householder, oh, you are married, oh, you have children, oh, your wife is ignorant, you are everything little I am going to answer, and this Sri Ramakrishna is firing. Every time he is finding fault and proving that I have done some mistake. So he was thinking, question is with form or without form, what to do? If I say with form, if he scolds again, with form, God is without form. And if I say, I believe in God without form, then God is with form also. Whatever. So he took a little time. He was rather surprised and was thinking what to answer. Then, sir, I like to think of God as formless, just saving this side and that side also. that neither claiming God is without form very strongly, nor telling God is with form. Sir, I like to think of God as formless. Ah, Master, very good. It is enough to have faith in either aspect. Again, confusing. If it is solid, it is solid. How can it be liquid? Oh, it is. You have said it is solid. You are right, but know that it is liquid also. It is like that. So he is getting puzzled. So very good. It is enough to have faith in either aspect. You believe in God without form. That is quite all right. But never for a moment think that this alone is true and all else false. Remember that God with form is just as true as God without form. But hold fast to your own conviction. Oh God, he just saved his skin. Somehow, you see, I like to think of God as formless, because if he says God is with form also, so I just keeping a middle path to escape if caught by Sri Ramakrishna. So now Sri Ramakrishna, oh, that's good, very good. It is enough to have faith in either aspect. Form, that's good. You believe in God without form, that's good. But you must, it is all right, but you never for a moment think that alone is true. God without form is true, and God with form is false. Don't, never ever. Remember that God with form is just as true as God without form. But hold fast to your own conviction. That also he is saying. He is not destroying his ideas. Sri Ramakrishna, Jesus Christ also said in the this it is there. I have come not to destroy, but to fulfill. Sri Ramakrishna also, he has not come to destroy any idea. What is already established, that is also path. Yes, Dvaita, all right, that is right. No, Vishishta Dvaita, qualified monism, not dualism. Oh, that is also right. Go ahead. No, I believe in Advaita, completely monism. Oh, that is also good. Go ahead. The three aspirants are there, and the same Guru giving the same three things differently, telling that this is also right, this is also right, this is also right. So, according to our taste and capacity, as Sri Ramakrishna said, Mother gives the food, prepares the food according to the capacity of the children. Some will take only very soft thing, little bit very easy to digest. Some will take something, curry, this, that. So, according to their capacity to digest the food, mother prepares the food for the small baby, for the younger one, for the senior people, for the normal people, for the sick children. Mother knows whose capacity is what. So, God has created all these things according to our capacity, so that we can follow something. That is good for you. You like music, you are a very good football player. You want to become Pele. Pele is, say, suppose you want, your ideal is Pele, another one is Maradona. Why everyone has to follow Pele? And another one is cricket, another one is basketball, another one is dancing. So instrument also, so many musical instruments are there. Why one has to, everyone has to follow only one path? Because minds are different, the variety is the spice of life, and this diversity, it is created by God himself. Creation is like that, not everything is of the same shape, same color, same taste. And we people also, it varies. Person to person varies everything. So, scope should be there for each and everyone to have spiritual progress, but what you have the conviction, believe in that. Today I believe in formless, tomorrow, no, he is going without form, with form, so I go. With form also, he goes to, my friend goes to Krishna temple. I am going a few days, I know my dost, my friend is very intelligent one and devoted, so I will get something. Perhaps his or her path is right. I am going to Krishna temple. After some days, some friend comes, oh, yeah, I am in Shivadu. Oh, I am again going to Shivadu. So, no fixed, nowhere my mind is getting fixed. That will not do. Whatever you believe, you have the conviction. You choose some path. God can be realized through infinite ways. God is in the center. We are all in the periphery. Your path and my path may not be, may not be, will not be the same. But you are also coming to the center. I am nucleus, I am also going there. So from there, your journey and my journey is not the same. So why there is a fight that each and everyone has to follow the same path, same ideal? God's mood is infinite. God is with form, God is without form. So Sri Ramakrishna from the very beginning imprinting all these wonderful ideas which so today we are so easily talking, speaking and understanding also. But in those days, even so many educated people with so much of erudite scholarship, reading of the books and scriptures, they could not understand that the same God can be worshipped and present itself with form, without form, and forms also different forms. Always there was fighting. No, my God is right, your vision is not vision. That is illusion. Mine is the right one. So Sri Ramakrishna was telling, all right, it is you without form, that's good, but God with form also equally true. Don't have any doubt, iota of doubt in that. Then you will be not having the right understanding, right knowledge. You follow? So he understands. Sir, I think no. Then the assertion that both are equally true amazed him. This M is the recorder of the gospel of this book. He had never learned his pen name, his pseudonym. He had never learned this from his books. Thus his ego received a third blow. But since it was not yet completely crushed, his ego, he came forward to argue with Master a little more. So, Master Sri Ramakrishna was trying to make him understand that all is possible for God. But have your Ishtanishta. Once you have fixed your mind for chosen deity, you fix it there. Your mind must be completely absorbed in your chosen deity, one form. Be it without form or be it with form, particular form. Don't deviate from that every day, every time. After one lecture, after one reading one book, after one day, every day, don't do that. God can be realized from all the paths, through all the paths, from all points. But if I start walking there to the center, I will go. Again I go back and start again. So when I will come to the center? Always I will be on the way, never to reach the center. So Sri Ramakrishna was making him certain things, giving him mind becoming broadened, understanding becoming enlightened, his ideas are being gradually, which were covered up with some kind of ignorance and superimposition, I know everything. There are two types of things, this inferiority complex or superiority complex. It is either I have inferiority complex and at the same person can have both complexes. If I am with my students, I have superiority complex. Do you know, I am your teacher, I know much more than what you know. Here I am suffering from superiority complex. That all my students, what they know, I know. But when I meet, I am in presence of my teachers, then I become humble. I think, no, God, my teacher is so knowledgeable, I know. So there is inferiority complex, I am not up to that one. So in a same person, same man, same woman, there are several stages of mind. According to the situation, it expresses itself. When I find that my opponent is weak, I show I am very strong. When I find that, oh God, my opponent is very strong, I just slip away without talking anything. So world is like that. So the assertion that both are equally true amazed him. He had never learned this from his books. Thus his ego received a third blow, but since it was not yet completely crushed, he came forward to argue. So he is thinking, Sri Ramakrishna is all right, talking good things, all right, many things are new, but I am also principal of two schools and visiting lectures in two colleges. I have several degrees. I am respected by a very successful teacher. Sri Ramakrishna will tell, do I not know anything? So he wanted to argue a little more also, that I also know something. Don't think that I am completely a fool and idiot and you will be giving lecture and I will be accepting everything. It is not that. I also have my some understanding and knowledge, ideas. So started arguing. Sir, suppose one believes in God with form. Certainly he is not the clay image. He said, I believe, I try to, he did not say I believe. He said, I am trying to think of God as formless, just to save somehow, middle. Now, a little coming forward. All right, you are telling God without form and God with form, both are true. Not telling Sri Ramakrishna, you do not know. Either one will be true. Both cannot be true simultaneously together. How can it be? God, either God will be with form or God without form. Now, just having a little courage and gathering a little courage, it's telling, sir, suppose one believes in God with form. Certainly he is not the clay image. He was thinking people worship the image, means they worship the image only. Maybe a clay image or stone image or wooden image. So many things are photographs, so many things are there. So, from his understanding and conception, what he understood about God and worship, he was trying to give knowledge to Sri Ramakrishna and to the others also. Those people who believe in God and worship with form, some image, they should be taught that that image is a clay image. He is not the clay image, they are worshipping. Master interrupting. But why clay? It is an image of spirit. Why you are thinking it is a clay image? That what they worship is clay and what you worship is formless. Can you show something, give an understanding what is formless, what is infinite? You are criticizing others' understanding. What is your understanding? And you are thinking they worship clay image. Why? They see the presence of that spirit in that image. It is a symbol there. And to please, to make the devotee happy, God appears in the images also. Because many images talked, many images behaved like a living entity. Sri Ramakrishna one, Ramlala Sadhu came to Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna experienced all these things. Small baby Ramlala. Lala means small boy. Ram means Ramas, small Ram, Ramchandra. So that Ramayit Sadhu, a follower of this Rama, came at Sri Ramakrishna, and Sri Ramakrishna sometimes would give beating to this small Ramchandra, this baby Ramchandra. Why? It is jumping into the Ganges with master. Master was taking bath, and small babies, as father, mother, they take care of that. A little, now you stand there, we are taking bath. It will again jump, and it got cold also, cough and cold, and Sri Ramakrishna will scold, and sometimes if needed, give a little, he also, slap also. And then Sri Ramakrishna himself will cry, I have touched you, I have... So, Sri Ramakrishna's days went in that way. Ma Kali, stone image, which was stone image to others, used to talk to him. So, Sri Ramakrishna immediately telling him, why you are telling it is a clay image, stone image? Why? Why any clay image? It is an image of spirit. Answer is ready. What? Why clay? It is an image of spirit. Because Sri Ramakrishna's experience was that God can become lively, living spirit. It was not a clay image or a stone image. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling that your understanding is very poor. You have not understood, my dear. Why you are telling it is clay image? It is not clay image. It is image of spirit, M. M could not quite understand the signification of this image of spirit. He was materialistic mind at that time. He never has done any spiritual practice before that. So how he will understand that a stone image is a stone image, a photo is a photo, a clay image is a clay image. How can a clay image become an image of spirit? So he was very upset, and M could not quite understand the significance of this image of spirit, but Then he said, but sir, he said to Master, one should explain to those who worship the clay image that it is not God, and that while worshipping it, they should have God in view and not the clay image. One should not worship clay. He was thinking, oh, I have not studied so many things. So many degrees I have. Sri Ramakrishna would say, I also know something. So he would put some counter arguments to Sri Ramakrishna. So Sri Ramakrishna said, it is not clay image, it is image of spirit. Then you are telling image of spirit, but those who worship, they should be made known. One should explain to those who worship the clay image that it is actually, image is not God. That while worshipping it, they should have God in view and not in the clay image. One should not worship clay. So he was trying to establish his arguments according to his stupid understanding of God and God's power and God's presence. So, foolish and stupid understanding, if you allow me to say. So, Sri Ramakrishna now, he will sharply will give some scolding now, nicely. Because he has given a long lecture to Sri Ramakrishna. People should know this is not actually, this is clay, they should impose God in that. God is not that doll, that idol, something. The whole world has to be taught. As if he has learnt everything, now he will tell the whole world what God's real nature is and how to worship God. He himself does not. Yesterday he was trying to commit suicide, thinking world is void of God, world is nothing, and all this, it is a place of suffering. Now today he has become an acharya, a teacher of the whole world. People should be taught that how they should worship, and this should be done, that should be done. Then Sri Ramakrishna, nicely, a long para, I'll read it out. So, Sri Ramakrishna, sharply, that is the only hobby of you Calcutta people, giving lectures and bringing others to the light. Nobody ever stops to consider how to get the light himself. Who are you to teach others? Sri Ramakrishna is not stopping there. So, I continue, then I will again come to this. He who, Sri Ramakrishna continues, he who is the Lord of the universe will teach everyone. He alone teaches us. Who has created this universe? Who has made the sun and moon, men and beasts, and all other beings? Who has provided means for their sustenance? Who has given children parents and endowed them, parents, with love to bring them up? The Lord has done so many things. Will He not show people the way to worship Him? If they need teaching, then He will be the teacher. He is our inner guide. Who are you to teach others? Have you yourself got knowledge and devotion? Do you know what actually the God is and how to reach God, how to realize God? What are the paths? Do you know you are giving lecture? You Calcutta people, always you have learned something, this Western education, a little lecture, this, that, and you think that you have learned and known everything about God also. God is also in your pocket, and you will lecture about God also, how to realize God. What do you know? Who are you? You have been criticizing your wife. Now you are criticizing the people who worship God with form. Now you are giving lectures to them what they should do, as if that you have understood what the real aspect and real nature of God, what God is. Have you realized? Who gave you? How dare you teach others when you yourself is ignorant in spiritual knowledge? So Sri Ramakrishna very sharply, and you Calcutta people, always that ego that we know. What we know is knowledge. What we do not know is no knowledge. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling God has created everything. God has given father, mother. Not only father, mother. I have seen the cows, those become, even tiger, lions, it is very beasts, terrible beasts. They also, when they are pregnant or they have just delivered babies, calves, they become very lovely. They also show their love lick the body of the babies, calves, and this and that. It shows their love. So Master is telling, see the observation of a man who had been 24 hours, almost you can say, for 6.5 months, he was completely in samadhi. Ordinary people cannot. After 21 days, your body will fall automatically. But Sri Ramakrishna's body, by God's grace, because he is the avatar, he has to remain in this physical body for the good of the whole world. So, after 6.5 months also, his body did not fall and did not perish, and he was with us. After his Nirvikalpa Samadhi sadhana, he was in 6.5 months. And from where some sadhu came, from Kashi, one sadhu, unknown. And after that stage of Sri Ramakrishna's, that phase of meditation and Nirvikalpa Samadhi passed over, that man also went. From where he came and where he gone, nobody knew. Sri Ramakrishna's life was like that. So, Sri Ramakrishna is telling, don't you see in the nature, see the observation, who did not know anything about the worldly life, about his own body, whether there is a garment or not, whether it is naked or not, how, whether people are observing me or not, day and night, door is open, no sleep, no eat, no sense of body consciousness. That man's observation power, you see, he is telling, have not you seen in nature? Even the beasts, there are, why you people always lecture? The Lord who has created this universe, He will teach everyone. He has done so many things for all of us, and the responsibility is on you, who does not know what is God and how to, who himself is ignorant, completely a fool, and you are just going to commit suicide. Your own life you are going to take away. Your own son and children and wife, you are putting the responsibility on others. Shame on you. And you, man, because you have some degrees and you have studied in school, college, university, and you are teaching, and you are thinking that you have known everything about God. What God should do and not do, you are directing God. And you as a husband, you are not doing the just thing, what you should do to your wife. As a father, you are not doing what is just and should be done to your children. And as a son also, you are living in a rented house away from your father and mother in their old age. It is the duty of the children to see them, to look after, to take care of them. And you are lecturing how other people should do their spiritual practice and this and that. God has created everything for us. God will not see how we can know God, how to worship God. Who are you? Have you realized? Have you got the mental, the command from God? So, He has universe, He created everyone. He will teach everyone. He alone teaches us. Who has created this universe, who has made the sun and moon, men and beasts and all other beings, who has provided means for their sustenance, who has given children parents and endowed them with love to bring them up. If father and mother would not have that love, this affection, filial affection, love, then how could the babies would survive? Oh, yes, delivered, now I don't take care. No, the same mother, same beasts, father, mother, they take care of their calves. They protect it from other animals, wild animals. All are wild, everywhere. In the wild, everyone is wild. But they take care of their own. You all have seen this small elephant babies. They always move in 20, 30, 50, so that tigers and lions cannot come and take away their small baby elephant. Always protecting, and if anyone is there, any other beast, it always immediately it just chase it out, so that its own baby remains okay, so long the baby is a baby. So God has given all these things. Have you given all these things? How to create, how to sustain, how to keep them alive, how to bring them up. God has done everything, and you are lecturing that they should be taught this way, that way. If they need to be taught anything, God will come as teacher. So who are you? To guide them, to tell them what to? The Lord has done so many things. Will He not show people the right way to worship Him?
If they need teaching, then he will be the teacher. He is our inner guide. Suppose there is an error now, a little coming down, making him understand. Suppose there is an error in worshipping the clay image. Does not God know that through it he alone is being invoked? God is all-knowing. Unknowingly, if I do something, I am suppose they worship in the clay image, God knows that actually they are not understanding that it is not clay, I am everywhere. So God doesn't know. Does not God know that though through it he alone is being invoked? He will be pleased with that very worship. Why should you get a headache over it? You had better try for knowledge and devotion yourself. Guru mile lakhe lakh, chela na mile ek. There are hundreds and one can have gurus, hundreds and thousands, millions. We will always give some kind, oh, you do that, you do that. Guru means who guides you. But chela, disciple, who will follow as per the instruction of the guru, the teacher. How many are there? Chela na milak. The disciples, real disciples who will be following and executing what the guru, the teacher has said, that is very difficult to get. Everyone wants to become guru. Oh, you do this, you do this. But nobody wants to practice as per the instruction of the guru. So, better you yourself try to have some knowledge and devotion. Why you are getting involved in others when you do not have devotion, you do not have knowledge, you do not know something and you are going to teach it to others? Pity on you. What is this? So, and God knows, if God has created everything, if someone is mistakenly doing something wrong, God knows that actually when the small baby, Master will say afterwards, when the small baby cannot fully say ma, mom, mother, cannot say, only mother knows it is only calling me. Baba, father, pa, something it says. Father knows it is actually trying to utter my name, call me. So, why you are bothering yourself tomorrow? What is the headache over it? Why you should have your headache over it? God has created, God will do. You try to yourself have some knowledge and devotion for your good. That is what is given to you, this human birth, that you know thyself. You don't need to know others what they should do. You do what you should do. You do that. And you must do that. This time M felt that his ego was completely crushed. He now said to himself, yes, now his monologue, he said to himself, quote, yes, he has spoken the truth. What need is there for me to teach others? Have I known God? Do I really love Him? I have not room enough for myself in my bed, and I am inviting my friend to share it with me. I know nothing about God, yet I am trying to teach others. What a shame! How foolish I am! This is not mathematics or history or literature that one can teach it to others. No, this is the deep mystery of God. What He says appeals to me. So gradually his ego is being crushed. When your ego is going crushed, erased out, then you will accept what your guru is telling, what your seniors are telling, what your teachers are telling, what your well-wishers are telling. You will accept their advices. Yes, you are good, you are right, you have done. Otherwise, so long that ego is there, no, I know better than you, stop. You see your way. Oil your own machine, don't come to me. Now he understands that, yes, Sri Ramakrishna is telling the right thing. What I am going to teach others? Do I know what is God? Have I realized God? Do I have really love for God that I will tell others how to love God, how to realize God? What is the path? I am myself. Is it something literature or mathematics or history that I have learned and I can teach you all these subjects? Physical education, physical subjects, knowledge of the physical world. Yes, I know it, I can. But spiritual knowledge is something else, which I am not aware of. How can I take the responsibility and boast, and how dare I teach others about something which I am unaware? So Sri Ramakrishna is telling the right thing. What he says, it is right. So what he says appeals to me. I cannot, he is an educated man, good man. So he cannot right away throw it out. Say, no, what you are telling. So he understood. Now, Ames' ego is being crushed. He himself is telling. This was Ames' first argument with the master, and happily the last. The last one with the master, and happily he is telling, yes, I have argued with master so many times with my little knowledge, or it is no knowledge at all, perverted knowledge, polluted understanding. It is not knowledge, it is a polluted understanding. I wanted to argue with him, now I understand, no. So my ego is completely gone, and this was the first argument with Sri Ramakrishna, and happily the last. Then master said, you are talking of worshipping the clay image. Master is now coming down. When ego is crushed, master knows everything, what is going on in his mind. Master knows the effect of his words in the mind of this man, that now the mind is egoless now humble. So master is telling, you are talking of worshipping the clay image. Even if the image is made of clay, there is need for that sort of worship. God himself has provided different forms of worship. He who is the Lord of the universe has arranged all these forms to suit different men in different stages of knowledge. The mother cooks different dishes to suit the stomachs of her different children. Suppose she has 5 children. If there is a fish to cook, she prepares various dishes from it. Pilau, pickled fish, fried fish, and so on, to suit their different tastes and powers of digestion. Do you understand me? So, master is asking the disciple, do you understand what I am telling? God is all powerful. God can do anything and everything, and He knows what is good for His children, us. We do not know. We are ignorant, but God is all knowledge, knowledge itself. Satchit Ananda, existent knowledge, bliss absolute. And He is always there, Antaratman, sitting within our own heart. He knows that what is good for me, what path I should do. So, don't yourself make busy and make your headache what will happen to the world. Rather, you know yourself, you introspect what you have learned, what you have understood. How can you yourself get a little devotion and knowledge? That is what you pray for. We will continue with this nectar-like words of our master. So, this now humility has come. Now he will record all the words Sri Ramakrishna without making any distortion in Sri Ramakrishna's ideas and words. Because Sri Ramakrishna has selected him. It was reserved for him. Vivekananda said, now I understand this work, and recording the nectar-like words of Master was meant for you. That is why none of us attempted for it. You are doing the right thing, but bring out more and more. Go through your diary and give the more and more narrations of all those incidents. So we'll continue with these words. Tomorrow is Holy Mother's Birth Tithi Puja, and 18th is the birth celebration. So all are invited. Those who are here, those who are in online, watching through online, so all are invited, those who will be able to come. So, any question? We have already. Achha, before I enter into the question, I must say that I answered one wrong, I gave one wrong answer. Last time somebody asked something about what mantra Sri Ramakrishna was doing when he went to Kamarpukur. So, in 1855-56, Sri Ramakrishna got a Shakti mantra, Mother's mantra, before Bhairavi Brahmani came. This before doing Kali Puja in the Dakshineshwar temple, he got Kenaram Bhattacharya. Kenaram Bhattacharya, I just juxtaposed the name. Kenaram Bhattacharya gave him the Shakti mantra, and one Sufi, his name is Govinda Rai. He initiated him in Islamism in 1866-67. So nearly after 10-11 years, Sri Ramakrishna, from Govinda Rai, he got the instruction how to realize the ultimate truth through Islam, sadhana. And from Kenaram Bhattacharya, in 1855-56, he got the mantra of the Divine Mother. And he went to Kamarpukur with Bhairavi in 1867-68. And at that time, he will be repeating the mantra, Shakti mantra, Mother's mantra. It is quite natural. Yes, question?
What are the repercussions of living an immoral and impure life, not tuned with the dictums of Shastras, and only for the purpose of sense enjoyment by any means possible?
Repeat the what?
What are the repercussions?
Repercussions.
Yes, exactly. Of living an immoral and impure life, not tuned with the dictums
With the Shastras, I understand. Okay. What you see, so many people, every saint has a past and every sinner has a future. So what? If God's grace is there, if I understand that I have done something immoral, unethical, if I understand that, you give it up. All the scriptures, all the paths say, if you have done anything wrong, don't do it, repeat it again. Come forward. What is there? We commit mistake. If you think that I have done something wrong, it was immoral, it was illicit, it was... Yes, shed tears. Last time also I said, same question. One has to shed tears, be repentant that what I have done and will not repeat the same mistake knowingly. Unknowingly I did something. I could not control my senses, my anger, my greed, my lust, my ill behavior, hatred, jealousy, something I did which was not good, I understand. But now when I understand that I have done something wrong, it was not good, stop it, don't do it. That is the simple thing. So don't worry. Girish Ghosh was a characterless man. What life he lived. And now he was raised to the way of Devas. And Girish Ghosh used to go and do Ganga Snan, taking a dip in the Ganges. Bathing Ganges, all said, you are going to purify yourself. No, Sri Ramakrishna already purified me. I am going to Ganges and telling Ma Ganga, I am not taking a bath and dip in you to purify myself. Sri Ramakrishna has already made me purified. That is what I have come to give more purification to you. So that was the understanding of Girish Ghosh. And he used to tell others when some people would go to interview about Sri Ramakrishna to Naren Rakhal, Swami Vivekananda Brahmananda, he used to say, come here, come here. Naren Rakhal's guru, each and everyone can become. They are born pious and pure devotees. Naren Rakhal. What Sri Ramakrishna's power is, come here, see how he has changed completely a wild level to brute level to divine level. Come and see me. They are already born divine. They were born with God, good qualities and inner tendencies. But what life I led, I know. So, if one is really repentant and understands that he or she has done something wrong which was not approved by the scriptures, then it is simple thing. Just in Christianity also there is telling that I have done something wrong. I will not do. So in all religion it is there. Don't do it again, repeat it again, take God's name, pray to God, and God will take all responsibility. In the Gita also Bhagavan said, Sri Krishna said, Arjun, you surrender to me everything, dharma, adharma, I will take the responsibility. You don't worry. Thank you, goodbye. So, and Sri Ramakrishna also said, if you have done something wrong, you just tell me, means Sri Ramakrishna could not say tell me, you just disclose it, you surrender, and don't do it again, don't repeat. I'll take care of your spiritual life, everything.
It is nothing to God. To us it is a great thing. It is nothing to God. Very, very small, not even small. Infinitesimal, smaller than the smallest. If really we are repentant. But today I am repentant, tomorrow I will repeat the same thing. That hypocrisy will not do. Yes, go on.
Yes. Why do monks not get bored talking and thinking about God all the time? I mean, do they not get interested in watching Avatar or football?
You see, there are so many tastes. If you are free to choose your path, your life. Those who want to listen to, we are for them. Those who have no time, they have their time for football, for World Cup, for this, for cricket, for movie. Who asked? Nobody. I am not bound by anything. It is my right. Lovingly I am telling. And it is your right if you think that spending more and more time in all these worldly enjoyments, it is giving you the joy. Enjoy a little bit. When your mind will be turned to God, you will be feeling that is alune. I am again quoting Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna quotes that when your mind becomes happy with God and God's name, all these worldly enjoyments, it becomes saltless. You don't get any taste in it. So that time will come to you. All those sadhus have done all this in their sadhu's life, also in previous lives. You can just come to this conclusion that without bhoga, without enjoyment, yoga, union with God will not come. Mind towards God will not go without enjoyment. So sadhu santos, they enjoyed all these things in previous lives or before joining whatever they. So now it is time for them, not only sadhu santos, good devotees. How many devotees are spending their time in movie and other things? They live, although they are householders, they live the life of like sadhus. They are absorbed in God's bliss and God's name and God's thinking and japa, meditation, doing good things. So it depends on the condition, mental condition of the aspirants. It is no difference of sadhus and devotees. Those devotees also whose mind enough, they have got the kicks from the world. Enough, because Habisha Krishna Vartanta Vivardati. If there is World Cup every day, then also if I am addicted to that World Cup, I will be every day going there. So those who go to the visit the that how do you call those places? They do gambling? Casinos. Do you think one day they will stop? So long they are not shattered mentally and lost everything or has some kind of enlightenment, now it is bad, they will not stop. Every day they will go, whole day they would like. So it depends on the mind, not sadhus, not householders, not Indians, not Americans, not Hindus, not Muslims, whose mind is enough suffered in this world, they won't like to enjoy all those things. Oh, all right, what is the score? Oh, all right, 1 minute. Somebody gets 10 hours sitting in front of the TV and someone is oh, what is the score today? Oh, nice. All right, thank you. It is not that sadhus do not like scores and results, but they know, yes, it is passing phase. It will not give you the permanent joy. If one World Cup could give you joy, then how many World Cups you have already seen, enjoyed? But still, again, Habisha Krishna Vartanta, again and again, it enrages, it increases more and more your desire to enjoy more. So somewhere, in some point of your life, you have to stop those things gradually. It will not, forcibly, it will not come. And that is not necessary. Automatically it will come. When we are small children, we love so much, any kind of candy, whether it is good or whether it is a good company, costly, we do not believe. It is sweet, we will take. But afterwards, when you are, even the best brand, if you give, you take this, it is all right, you take. So that will come, and I pray that it comes to each and everyone when they finish their enjoyment in the worldly level. Next. So we stop here. Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidam Tang Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namama. We offer our pranams to Sri Ramakrishna. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.